we see here, so that's square, that's the body of Pegasus, and we see how that corresponds to the well where the tower once was. And then we see Cepheus in the form of One World Trade Center. And then we have Cygnus, and this is going to be very important because this area that we see that I've labeled with corresponding to Cygnus is called the Oculus. So what does Oculus mean? Oculus means the eye. And this is kind of the centerpiece of this whole ritual cycle here. This Oculus symbolizes the Watchers have been freed from their imprison. They were imprisoned beneath the earth, beneath Mount Hermon. We can talk a little bit about Travis Scott and Astroworld for that symbolism.
What?
But we see it here.
What the?
Yeah. So go down one.
And Oculus is the name of that VR thing for
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly. So this was 3 years. This was put in 3 years before 9/11. This is at the Chambers Street subway station. This is also called Oculus. And you see these eyes. We see the flat Earth map here, and we see the eye at the North Pole here. This is an art exhibit, and if we go down one more frame, we see all the eyes. So these are the Watchers.
That's
That creeped me out.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
these are the Watchers, and we'll bring it full circle with this Oculus Path Station. But there we go. Again, this was installed 3 years before 9/11.
Is there something to all the people that are walking over that on the floor? Is there something to the ritual there about all the people just sort of, it's there, but people really aren't noticing it? Is there a frequency there that's being penetrated?
Called sigil magic, where it's like symbolism.
Exactly.
They tell you without telling you,
Right.
and then it's also a little bit of bragging too.
It's also entrainment. People see this every day, and they process this stuff unconsciously.
Huh.
So go down one more frame.
Amazing. Oh my! What?
So this,
Holy
this is another one of the sort of Watcher rituals. This is in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, and we had all these strange people in formation around this circular object.
This is on the news, by the way. That's on the. I think that's,
Right.
Who are these
this
people?
is an eye.
This is the Watcher.
This is the news. This is CGI type shit.
It's like a freaking joke, isn't it? It's like just a joke, right?
Well, it's what they do.
It's
is
deadly serious.
But
It's
you
deadly
know what I mean.
serious.
To
This is
them,
their religion.
This is almost, but it seems almost like a game. It really just seems almost like a very deadly game, but a game.
Well, they play with us like,
right? Exactly.
How much can they put out before we start to realize
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
So go
Perhaps
down
joke
one more
was a
frame.
bad choice of words.
Who are those people? Sorry.
Okay,
Who were those people gathering?
Stop
Chris?
here.
Who were those people?
I don't know. I don't know who they were, but they look at how they're in
Oh,
formation.
of course.
too.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, that's
almost
clearly
like
something
they're
that's
in,
drilled. It's drilled, right? They've clearly drilled that. Whatever.
Yeah, it's clearly drilled. Yeah. So this is a religious observation here. This is not some spontaneous expression of patriotism or something. Go down one frame. So here's the Oculus. This is also called the Oculus. So we have the creepy eyes in Chambers Street subway station, and that's the Watchers imprisoned, right? This is the Watchers freed. Now look at this. This is called the Oculus. Why is this called the Oculus? We see like this is wings, emerging from the subway, emerging from the ground. Well, it's called Oculus because this is the Watchers, and these are these sort of winged shapes are the wings of the Watchers. So what this is representing here is the Watchers freed from their underground prison, which was the Path Station. Which, if we go down one frame, so this is the entrance to the Oculus here. So this represents the prison. The prison in the abyss, or beneath the abyss, actually, that the Watchers were cast into by Michael and his angels in the Book of Enoch here. So this again. So this is all the Oculus, right? So this is the Watchers in prison, but they're also being freed. And if we go down one more frame. So look at this. So we see that the Watchers are directly aimed at at Cepheus, at One World Trade Center, right there, right? You see that they're directly oriented towards. So this, if you just look at this visually, it looks like winged creatures flying to this monolith here, right?
Yeah.
And that's this. So this is the Watchers, and the fact that it's called Oculus, I think it's kind of self-explanatory in that regard. So go down one frame.
There we go again.
That's the Oculus. 8 sides.
Yes. So this is some of the other Watcher installations. This is back in 2010. This is Event
creepy.
Horizon. We have like just basically Watchers, these male figures standing above Madison Square in New York, just standing around looking down at the street.
Well,
so
you know
this
what?
is the Watchers.
This makes me think every superhero movie is about Watchers too, because that's all these superheroes do.
Yeah, well, now you're starting to catch on.
Batman,
The Eternals, that whole Eternals
Batman
movie,
up
I mean,
there.
it's terrible,
Batman,
but Eternals is, I mean, that's what the plot of the Eternals is. It's these group that just watches humanity unseen, until they're needed, and then they come out and save the day.
So basically,
go ahead.
So for those who are listening, what Christopher's slide is it's like some it looks like a rooftop of of two buildings, and they just have these statues of what looks like people. I'd say gray people looking in different directions. One's looking down, one's looking across, the other one looking across, and it looks like every scene from Batman. Any of your superheroes where they perch up somewhere and they're, in case something's about to go down, they got to take off.
And the other interesting thing too is that you can't see it from that image, but if you look at these images close up, they have like these two discs on their shoulders, so it looks like they had wings that were broken off.
Oh my God!
So this is clearly and this artist Andrew Gormley also created a giant. It's called the Angel of the North, this giant angel statue.
Oh yeah, in the north of England, right? Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's kind of controversial. It's huge.
This was all done around the Grand Lodge. So the Grand Lodge of New York was on 23rd Street, and this was just at the end of that same block. And these figures were all over the place, and this sort of caused a panic because everybody thought they were jumpers.